An airport in southwest Missouri is getting an upgrade that is helping lead to another important change. Billy Brightman joining us live in the newsroom this morning to tell us where it is and what is coming. Billy, good morning.
Good morning. Smaller regional airports are all over southwest Missouri, but despite that high number, the demand for space at these airports is still pretty high, and Monett is no exception. The Monett Regional Airport has space for about 60 planes right now, but a new hangar project will increase that number. The airport broke ground on a new expansion that will add space for either several small general aviation planes or a few corporate jets. Having more space to house planes means bringing in more people, especially those business travelers, and more people means a bigger economic impact. But there's another impact too. In order to expand, the airport needs to move its NWS weather system to a different location. Instead of just moving the current setup, the airport decided to upgrade the system along the way.
The one we have right now is dated. It's hard to get parts, and we do have someone who specialized here born at the airport last time that's kind of able to put it back together. But it'll be easier to use, and it'll be less expensive maintenance-wise.
To bring more people to the airport and show it off, there are two events coming up. One is a balloon glow on June 27th, and one is the annual fly-in happening tomorrow at 8 a.m. There will be a pancake breakfast, food trucks, airplane displays, and, weather permitting, some skydiving shows, so you won't want to miss that. For now, live in the newsroom, Billy Brightman, KY3 News.